Hello, my name is Blake Anthony Johnson, and I want to thank the Board of Trustees of the Brevard Music Center, as well as the Brevard Music Center staff, donors, and patrons for honoring me with the 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award. Many of my most critical and memorable moments in my development as an artist, but also human, occurred at Brevard. Truthfully, I'm still trying to figure out the best ways to properly thank all my teachers and mentors for all the things that they've done for me in the past, but I accept this particular award in honor of them. I must begin by thanking Felix Wong, who was not only my first cello teacher, but was gracious and crazy enough to take a kid with no formal training into his care and guidance, which began with him being my college professor at Vanderbilt University, but was extended by introducing me to and teaching me at the special place called Brevard. There was no other place in the world I wanted to be during the summer than Transylvania for 10 magical weeks, where suddenly all my friends and heroes were in one place. Many may forget, but I did not start at Brevard as a typical student. I was actually a nanny. My official title was Manny with an M. I would practice extremely early in the morning, starting with open strings and of course scales, and then later on Paganini caprices, often competing with bass teacher Kevin Cassidy on who could get to the practice rooms first. He really pushed me to be the first student in the practice rooms every morning. And God forbid I wasn't practicing smart. He would come in my room and give me some tips on how to kind of stay on track. And he would also snitch on me at lunch to any faculty member who was within earshot to make sure that I was being held accountable as well. The community at Brevard is like no other, and it's so much more than a music festival. It's all the memories and relationships that I still carry with me after all these years. Everywhere I go in the world, I run into the Brevard that exists beyond those beautiful mountains. Even now, as I'm 4,000 miles away and unfortunately cannot accept this award in person, I have the pleasure of connecting with alumni who I first met at Brevard, who remain my closest friends. At Brevard, I learned so much about friendship and perseverance, sportsmanship, and what it actually meant to be a good teacher. You've not really heard the piano until you've heard Elizabeth Prininoff play and sing a Chopin ballade. Brevard is where I learned how to be a concertmaster, even though I don't play the violin. I would go out on the deck during the day to do group score study, but also back out night to stargaze with friends. You've not properly turned a page or cued a section of music unless David Primo and Marian Gadigian have taught you. And there's no conductor that can give a young principal cellist comfort from nerves about performing solos better than Joanne Paletta, with a mere slight turn of her head followed by a smile. Within my thanks is a thanks to all of you for making what Brevard was for me, and what I hope continues to be for future students making their way to the mountains of North Carolina. Brevard was eating ice cream out on the lawn or on the riverbed with faculty while spotting the famous white squirrels of the ridge. Brevard was playing ping pong with Joshua Bell after a double rehearsal and sitting in a lower pit to see Yo-Yo practice with the orchestra just 5 feet in front of me and trying to make me laugh so I could lighten up a bit. Brevard is where I learned and perfected how to throw a proper birthday party for 200 people at Duggan's Irish Pub, which made my birthday, specifically the rehearsal the morning after at subsequent festivals, the most feared day of the season for the conductor. Without a doubt, winning the festival concerto competition changed just not my life, but also my career trajectory. Brevard was the cutthroat competition amongst peers who later were your best friends and dance partners. Brevard was presenting bar performances held throughout town to connect with locals in your own way. It was the many trips to one of the many waterfalls that surround the campus, and the countless late night food runs to Sonic, the famous Bolioki nights, in which an entire orchestra would bowl strikes and gutters while also taking turns sharing our most interesting renditions of karaoke tunes that were almost as epic as the opera students inspiring Death by Aria performances. It was the cello hangs and the rehearsal break parties that kept you smiling with inside jokes throughout the rest of rehearsal. This is the Brevard that I know. I hope to pay it forward with even just a fraction of the love and support I received at Brevard in my own role as an artist, teacher, and leader of an arts institution. It is my time at Brevard which I look to for inspiration, and I thank you all for reminding me just how special that time truly was. Thank you again.